This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Network podcasts. Tasty.
So, Jimmy, what do we do now? We're stuck in this pit. It sounds like there's loads of fighting going on upstairs as well.
There really seems to be coming back for us.
Every time I try and get up this staircase, I keep sliding back down.
Well, I just thought since we're trapped down here and we've been here forever, I just wanted to say, David, that I've always had very strong feelings for you, and I really think that given enough time, maybe you could share those feelings as well. And I know we can't really see each other under these masks, and you are David, aren't you?
Yeah?
Oh, good. That would have been really awkward if you...
Let me remove my mask and you can see my real face.
Oh, David, that's all I've ever wanted.
Here I am. What?
I suppose we should just wait it out then, shouldn't we? Really? For someone to be along.
What? Do you not like the look of me?
You should probably put the mask back on. It's not.
Everyone else is dead. There's no church anymore.
Yeah, but it just.
Wow.
Know any good jokes?
I love that Dan gave the perfect out of being like, "Oh, you are David, aren't you?"
Yeah.
No, I am.
Yeah, I'm David. Yeah, that's right.
Dan being like, "New punchline."
There were so many times that could have ended. And it's like, if when you're taking it off, it could have been like, "Oh, it's you, Susan," or do you know what I mean?
I thought he was going to go, "Oh, you're hideous!"
That was like a week one Bunga sketch, wasn't it? Where it's like 10 minutes long and just keeps going.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
What are the true gods?
Only that which you can hold in your hand.
Are we at full hit points?
No. Do we want to make noise?
I run at the door.
I've got full confidence in you, boys.
He was going to go away to Absalom
And
with me.
Possibly take you with him.
You back up and then we'll put our swords down.
I mean, we can back up. They're not going to get us.
It's double doors once you haven't opened. Come with me. Check.
Under the priest's robes, you see that he is wearing the same leg brace belonging to Freya Axeborn.
The adventure continues now.
I want to give a shout out to the brownies that James cooked for us today at our recording. They have been a nice tasty treat, a good addition to the pantheon of terrible things to eat before recording radio that we are so good at on this show.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Tweet us, brownies.
Although,
Come at us, but
I mean, the girls' club.
Yeah, whichever
the brownies.
one.
Hey, there was a while that we were going to be brownies to get into the Bloat Mage's block of flats.
We were going to be girl guides, weren't we? Yeah.
Shout out April Hughes.
I like that you're making that sound more and more like East London. So it's like, the Bloat Mage's block of flats.
Yeah, I think it was because you kept calling it the block, and I was just like, it's the block of flats now, and he lives at the top.
April Hughes has got to come back at some point. Right.
She's in Thailand at the moment doing more kickboxing, isn't
Is she back in Thailand?
She is literally...
Oh my God, she's going to be lethal.
Yeah.
She's such a badass. Cute, fluffy, and lethal.
Her life is just the opening of a sequel of an 80s action movie, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
A sequel.
We literally will have to go to Thailand and ask her to do one last podcast.
Is it going to be Apocalypse Now, or is it going to be, Rambo 2?
Speaking of Rambo 2, hello everyone, and welcome to something that's not Rambo 2, it's the Danger Club podcast. Tenuous, but we're in.
That was a weird one. Freya Axeborn.
Freya Axeborn is on the board.
We finally found her.
That goes back to episode 48?
Did it take us that long to get to
that's
because we met her almost as soon as we went to Care Margaret, didn't we?
That's where she first appeared, the Axeborn identity, which is like episode 30, I think. Something like that.
MZ called it, man. MZ called it. Only because he fancied.
But
You're right,
but when
MZ,
do we?
you're
When do we?
old
Nothing to do about
Was that the
fancying
same episode
Caragor.
that we had the
He didn't trust
memory?
it.
You did. It's
MZ
fine. You
did
can
say,
admit it. He
to be
said-
fair, MZ did say that, oi lads, I reckon that Freya is involved in a world-spanning quest involving the cult of Razmir, the Whispering Tyrant, Graskell Death, and a load of shards. You did say that, actually.
You said it
yeah.
as you
We did-
huffily
we
slammed
did
your
remember
drink
that.
down and walked out the
He
pub.
didn't trust her. He didn't trust her, and you know,
But
And look
everyone
what
else was
happened
like,
to him.
"Oh yeah, it's
But
great."
Bubba, on the other hand, he loves her.
Bubba loves Freya. Yeah,
Bubba loves everyone.
Yeah,
Bubba
this is
loves
true.
Freya.
I've got to say though, speaking of MC, I see you've put your T-shirt on, Colin.
See, for the Dangerlings
Yeah.
back home, we've
Well, no,
recorded
I mean,
a few episodes, right? Earlier on, I turned up in my MZ t-shirt. Then I changed to the Danger Club t-shirt because they gave me it as a gift. I thought it was a nice thing to do. But, you know, now I'm getting reprimanded for it.
Oh, we like it. We just really gutted that we didn't get to see the change happen, like when you were changing.
Yeah, you just sneaked off and did it.
I was twiddling my nipples in front of all of you and nobody noticed.
Wow, that wasn't. I didn't know it was going to
Wow,
go there.
that was, I mean,
Sorry
I
for
thought it'd
bringing
be
that up.
something more of a spectacle, but I
Sat
just
here
didn't even notice.
drinking my kombucha.
Yeah.
That was not a lot of nipple talk there that I wasn't expecting.
Wow.
So,
Freya Axeborn.
Freya Axeborn.
Freya Axeborn. Is she wearing a T-shirt?
You have pursued Freya across Varisia. So you started in Kaer Marga. She hired you to do a job. And then it turned out that she had double-crossed you, and she was only giving you the job to keep you in Kaer Marga until a bounty hunter could arrive to try and kill Caragor. You then went and you found out that there was a link between the bounty hunter who had tried to kill you and tried to take Caragor away, tried to hurt Travis and Ica. Remember them? From
I
way back
do.
in the day?
Yes.
Very
Fan
vehemently.
favourite Ica and fan very much non-favourite Travis. So you followed up on that. You found a link to Uncle Gooden, a philanthropist who was working in the Highside Stacks district. You recruited, speaking of April Hughes, April Hughes, aka Big Mike, aka Mikey, a vigilante gnome who helped you to infiltrate Uncle Gooden's classy party. You met Creel, the Major Domo, who fell in love with Caragor and then fell out of love with Caragor. You posed as a band. You broke Dark Michael's heart. You made your way to the top of that stack, and you discovered that the wonderful Uncle Gooden was in fact a horrible bloat mage working as part of the cult of Razmir. You found references to a shard that he had, and found reference that Freya had been dispatched to head towards the city of Tamron. So you made a long journey. Along the way on that, you lost MZ. He was killed trying to escape from Kaer Marga after you set off all of the guards after you for killing Uncle Gooden. Rest in peace, brother. Pour one out for my brother. Don't pour one out. We've got a lot of microphones here, a lot of electrical equipment. You made your way across Varisia. You met Captain Gumbo after you went to Yandalf, said farewell to MZ once and for all, picked up Bubba Von Hoops, hired Captain Gumbo, or he hired you to ride his boat through Bloodsworn Vale. You fought a drake. You sailed across Lake Incarthen. You fought undead on the lake. You arrived in Tamron. You met Noala Kaziri, the Pathfinder Ranger, who was your contact, who was an enemy of the cult of Razmir, who's managed to smuggle you into this temple where you have been for about a week now, nearly, pretending to be members of the cult in order to try and get close to them, to try and find out what these shards are, where Freya Axeborn is. And now we are here. There is a riot kicking off outside. Some of the cult are aware that you're against them. Some of them aren't. The whole thing seems to be unraveling for them, and you are upstairs in a bedroom with Freya Axeborn stood directly in front of you. What a journey this has been to get us to this point. But before we go to where we are now, I want to go to where we were a long time before that. I want you to imagine that it's nighttime and we're looking up at a cloudless sky, just stars twinkling out. There's a single column of smoke rising up into the heavens. We pan down and we see a barren, rocky landscape of steep cliffs, carelessly strewn boulders lying around everywhere. In the middle of it all, at the base of one of the cliffs, there is a bonfire burning, and we can see a figure moving around it. Cut to a close-up, and we notice two things. Firstly, the figure is Caragor Onefang. Secondly, the bonfire is made up of the bodies of dead orcs. Caragor has an orc across his shoulders and is carrying it over to the fire. With a great heave, he hefts it up over his shoulders and into the flames. He stops for a moment and wipes the perspiration from his brow, when suddenly there comes the sound of a twig cracking behind him and a figure appears at the edge of the firelight. Without hesitation, he spins round and hurls a dagger straight into the chest of the newcomer, who hits the ground hard. Caragor walks over and looks down at them. It's a half-orc. He's got green blood trickling from the side of his mouth. We look as the last of the light leaves his eyes. Caragor rolls the body over with his foot looking for a weapon, but doesn't find one. He realises it's probably just a shepherd who was curious about the fire. He swears under his breath and then reaches down and retrieves the knife. Leaving the body where it is, Caragor turns and he makes his way across, away from the bonfire, towards the cliffs, where there is a big pile of rocks. Behind those rocks there is a crack in the cliffside, a cave, almost impossible to see. He pushes past the rocks, squeezes inside through the cave, and we find inside there are about half a dozen orcs and half-orcs gathered around a stone table. There's one lantern hanging from the top, giving a little bit of light, and there is a great horned helm sitting on the table. The orcs are all talking to each other. We look at as the group, we recognise one of them is Freya Axeborn. She doesn't have the leg brace at this point. This is further in the past. The one who speaks is Freya. And how exactly are we supposed to get into Urgir? She asks. The largest of the orcs snaps back at her. Enough, Freya. We have our task. Grask Olddeath dies by sunset tomorrow. I'm just asking, Selim, says Freya. We've killed for you. We've killed for your great plan. I don't think it's too much to ask why we're doing it. We're doing it because we are family, Freya, says the orc. We're doing it because of my plan. Everything that I'm doing for you. I'm doing for all of us. We're doing this because Gorum has shown us this way. Freya grits her teeth. Selim, the mountains are crawling with empty hand. We should leave Belkson. If we leave tonight, we might just have a chance. The orc cuts her off. Faith! All of you, faith! Selim takes the helm, the big orc. He puts it on his head. Freya looks like she's about to say something, but then she just looks away. The big orc pushes past the others and walks towards the exit to where Caragor is stood. He waits for Caragor to step out of the way. Caragor looks like he's about to say something about the shepherd. He's considering it, but then he just stands aside. The orc smiles and sighs. He pats Caragor on the shoulder. He says, "Don't look so worried, Onefang. It'll all come good in the end." And he pushes his way out of the cave. Blackout. We're back in the temple of Razmir. Freya Axeborn, masked and leg-braced, stands before you in the bedroom looking at you. What would you like to do?
We've all still got our masks on.
You still have your masks on.
So can me and Bubba, just so that we're all together, just tie up those people and then come over to the door with the
They're
rest
already
of the guys?
tied.
You get so the two of you are currently working on tying them up. It'll take you a couple of minutes to do it.
Yeah, that's all right.
A couple of moments while this is playing out, and then you'll join everyone else.
Sorry, Caragor and
Shania are
we're already in the room.
You're in the doorway, weapons in
at
hand.
the ready.
Yep.
Yeah, like bow notched. So you've got a bow leveled out already, right?
Yeah, I had it. It's not like taut.
Yeah.
It's just there. It's ready to go.
Velda's sort of pushed off the wall and he's walking towards. Okay. I don't know if he can quite see what's in the room yet, but he's
That's
sort of
fine.
making his way across the room.
We're not in initiative rounds so much at the moment.
No,
Velda drifts in behind.
In terms of timing, Velda's sort of drifting in behind.
Hello, Freya.
The most distinctive eyes of anyone I've ever met. half orc, half human, and you think a good way to hide is to take off your eye patch and put a mask on. You haven't changed at all, Short Sword.
You have.
I ain't changed. I'm the same I've always been. Why did you follow me?
Why the girl?
I told him to leave the girl. I told him he could have the fella. He can have you. I left the girl. He must have gone back and found her.
But then that's still on you, yeah?
I don't want to bring kids into this.
But you did.
Yeah, we've done a lot of things that we regret, haven't we?
Yes, in Belkson.
Yeah, we're not in Belkson anymore.
Indeed. So, my question is, why are you doing this same stuff outside of Belkson?
Because we got a lot of debt, Short Sword, and it takes a lot to pay that debt off.
And you're using the cult to do that?
No. I am with the cult. And it ain't a cult, it's a church. The steps, they're real. Razmir is a real chance. All the stuff we did, all these things that we did back in Belkson, all the people we killed, none of you ever stopped to think about why. None of you ever stopped to think what we were doing for. It was just working. We were just cogs in someone else's machine. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of being part of the machine. I want my own life. I want something to believe in.
And what step are you now, Freya Axeborn?
I'm far enough. I'm part of something greater here. Part of something that's gonna help people. That's gonna actually give some meaning.
Why this one? You had an option with Gorham. Why Razmir? Why? What's the difference? Why is this god special?
Gorham ain't ever given me nothing. Gorham ain't ever given me nothing but blood. Ain't ever given us anything. We were nothing by the time we left Orgir. We're lucky any of us ever made it out alive. I don't even know what it was for. And I can still remember some of those things when we think back. Some of those places we attacked. They weren't military. They weren't barracks. Some of them people we killed was farmers. You can't wash that kind of blood off. So I'm going to hide it behind a mask if I have to.
So you had your face shaken, and now you turn to what? You change? That's it? That's not really the way that religions work.
Says the person who's joined a church while still wearing the tattoos of her other faith.
Yeah, to infiltrate it.
So you, in order to wash blood off, you accrue more blood by trapping us into that standoff with Pines and putting more innocent lives at risk. To wash the innocent blood off your hands or to hide it behind a mask, you put more innocent lives in danger. I'm just trying to follow the logic.
I ain't innocent. You ain't innocent, and neither am I. You know that.
Oh no, not me.
Neither is anyone who spends time around you. I know you well enough for that.
Right.
You're so obsessed. All your talk of being a Horrok, talk of whether you're half something or half something else. You're not even a half. Neither of us are. We're little more than ghosts, you and me. Ain't nothing left of us. But I can still do some good for the world. That's what I'm going to do with this.
Can I make some kind of check to see if I think that she genuinely believes what she's saying?
It'd be a perception check.
Because it's a massive change around. 24.
A 24. You are finding it hard to read much of anything from her looking at her. The only emotion that you manage to get through the mask is one of fear. And you realise that there is something strange about her voice.
So,
can I make a perception check just to look around the room? From where I am?
Please do.
That'll be 20. Dirty.
A 20. You see, glancing around the room, you notice that some books have been pulled aside from the shelves, and there is a little door in the back of the shelf that is open, that you're not sure was open before. It's a tiny, like a little safe, not like a door going out of the room.
Sure. So,
Where's the shard, Freya? Where's the shard?
Don't worry about the shard. You wouldn't even know what to do with it.
No, but I do worry about the shard, Freya. I worry very much about the shard. So where the fuck is it?
Shard is Razmir's. It's not yours.
Are you sure it's Razmir's? Are you sure it's not the Whispering Tyrants?
Where are you gonna? What's the plan next? We're gonna take him.
I'm gonna take it to Razmiran. We're gonna do something great with it. We're gonna help people.
How? We've seen firsthand how the church helps people right here in Tamran, and if in Razmir it's bigger what they're doing than here in Tamran, then it'll be worse in Razmir.
If you truly believe that, you are far more naive than I could possibly have imagined.
Yeah, and stupider as well. You were canny, you were cunning, you were wily, and now you're a bit disappointing actually, Freya Axeborn. Yeah. I thought more of you. I thought you were smarter than this. And Caragor gestures around at the general sort of temple.
Yeah, well, I guess we all misread each other then, didn't we?
So... well, you're misreading me. I'm misreading you. The rest of the Danger Club are all going to misread you as well. Want to make the first move? Because this is pretty much how I went with Pines as well. And I'll tell you what, when you had that bounty hunter to take out the earwigs, they had another tooth. Another tooth that was missing. Pines should have had yours.
Well, I guess there's nothing else left to say then, is there? Freya goes and turns to run for the window.
I would like to fire a Tanglefire arrow at her.
We're going to roll for initiative. Here we go.
I love that little exchange, by the way. That was
really good. Good little story recap as well.
Rolling them high numbers.
Throughout that conversation, Bubba and Fulton eventually.
Yeah, they've arrived. That's fine. You're in the doorway. You're with Velda.
Shit.
35.
A 35 for Shania. Does anyone have anything over 35?
I thought I rolled well, but
that's
no,
probably
it's not 35.
Shania going right in there.
Yeah,
anyone get over
I've
20?
got a feat that gives me extra to my initiative.
Anyone get over
now.
20?
Yeah, I got
massive.
26.
26 for Velda. So 15 to 20.
I got 20.
20 for Bubba. Bubba. And Caragor. Fulton, what you got, buddy?
I got a natural 1, so I got 11.
11. It's still not bad, you know.
Yeah.
Still.
Rolling them high numbers.
Rolling them high numbers. So Shania Rain, you are the first to act as you see Freya basically turn and let's see if they can get to the window.
So what I want to try and do is like throw my scythe at her feet to trip her up. Can I do that?
Ooh.
Nice. Is that like a go trip her up?
Yeah, go for it. Make a ranged attack.
All right. I mean, it's just the same as an attack, right? With this,
it is. There's going to be some real penalties to this because it's a.
Oh, really?
Because you're throwing a two-handed farming implement to try and pick somebody up.
Maybe this is a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. The hell with it. All right. So
much of this podcast is Drum asking why he gets a penalty, and then me just repeating back the thing he's just said to me.
Yeah. But in a more accurate way, I guess. Okay, so that is a 20.
A
2.
A 22.
No, 24.
A 24.
Yes.
Does not hit. You throw your scythe. It hits the ground. Bear in mind, you got some penalties on that, so it won't be necessarily AC 24. It hits the ground, and Freya hops over it. So that is one round. That is one action. That was an attack action. What would you like to do with your other 2 actions? You are now unarmed.
Damn it.
Turn into a mouse?
Fuck off. Oh, God. I don't fucking know now. I guess try and blast her with the electric arc.
Got any spells that would like boost the grapple or anything?
No, because I haven't got.
Or something.
Because I've got no. All I've got the spells. I haven't been able to put any new spells in. So like, all I've got is like heal. That's all I've got spell wise, and my cantrips, which are electric arc, acid splash, stabilize guidance. It's not gonna happen. I mean, unless I use one of my like scrolls or something. I mean, I could summon an elemental, but I think I should probably summon an elemental to grapple her. Could try that.
Where can you put the elemental?
Anywhere, I assume. Can I do it?
Then put it in front of her.
Yeah, should I? Okay, yeah, all right. Okay, yeah, I'll summon an elemental using one of these summon elemental scrolls.
All right.
Right in front of her to stop her from going out.
Pull out the scroll. You cast Summon Elemental.
Okay,
nice.
Knock that off my sheet.
Go ahead and check. Actually, I have a feeling Summon Elemental might be a 3-action ability.
Oh, really?
Also, some of the summoning stuff is turn, isn't it? So you start it on one turn and then it finishes on the next turn.
Well, that's in first edition. This edition, I think it's just a 3-action spell to cast Summon Elemental. Go ahead and grab the book and have a look at it. I bet you can have one action to draw the scroll anyway, so you've only got one action left. So do you want to do anything with your last action?
Cost 3 actions.
Okay, cool. So it costs 3 actions to cast it, so you might as well use one action to draw the scroll.
I'll use one action to start doing it, So
you can't spread it across rounds. So you need to.
You can pick up your scythe again, just quietly.
Unfortunately, you've thrown the scythe. So
so I have to walk towards it. All right. Well, I walk towards my scythe. Then,
okay, you walk over to your scythe, pulling out the scroll as you do,
sighing along the way, like, oh, for Jesus, fucking God.
Do I see Shania pulling out the scroll, and do I recognise it?
You wouldn't recognise it. You don't know enough about magic.
Damn it, that's quite fair. But a lovely piece of advice for you if I could, but I'm not going to say it.
Right. Velda!
How far away is she?
How far away is she? She's probably about 25 feet.
25 feet. In that case, I would like to cast Sleep on her. Can she make a will save, please?
She certainly can make a will save. Come on, Bad Moon. There's a 9.
She fails. In which case, the creature falls unconscious. And for a minute.
Okay.
Perfect. So she is asleep.
Okay. She drops to her knee. She staggers for a moment. And then just slumps over forward and falls face down on the ground.
And I think someone should tie her up.
Well then, Velda, before
right. Are we still in combat? She's asleep for a minute.
Okay, well, we can drop out of combat briefly.
All right.
Caragor gets his rope out.
Yeah.
Before I do that, what's the conditions of her waking up? What have I got to not do? Caragor starts
well,
tying
basically,
her up.
she's asleep. If she's not tied up within a minute, she'll just wake up automatically.
But what will wake her up? Like me tying this rope around her, or?
Nah, she'll wake up if you just shake her or something. She does a perception, I think.
Just out of character.
Okay.
It doesn't really specify.
She gets a perception check to wake up.
That's right, yeah.
Unless it's unless it's level 5.
Yes, this spell doesn't prevent creatures from waking up due to a successful perception check, limiting its utility in combat.
So she's going to get a perception check while you're trying to tie her up.
Okay.
Cover the window and cover the exits. So
Yes.
Before we do that, I think we should just literally surround her.
Okay.
All right. And I put the scroll away.
Okay.
And pick up my scythe.
Yay!
Caragor waits a few seconds with his peripheral to see all the rest of the Danger Club in position, like only a few seconds.
Are you guys in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm covering the door.
We're in. Yeah.
Where are you, Bubba?
I was by Fulton. Yeah.
So, one of you want to cover the window?
Yeah,
because I'm not going to be able to.
And also, once I've picked up my scythe and put the scroll away, can I walk over to the bit where the little door? I was check it.
Well, I was going to go and check that because I'm no good at stopping people from running anywhere. Like, I'm literally paper. So,
all right, we'll check it together.
Okay, so the two of you go to the safe.
Somebody needs to guard the window.
Someone
I'm covering the window,
though, right?
Bubba guards the window, Fulton guards the door.
I mean, I'm not a tank either, so...
No, but these guys said they were standing next to each other, so as long as someone guards the window... We'll
Caragor's got some rope in his hands.
I start tying her up.
Okay, you start tying her up.
As I do, as I'm just looking at her, and she made a weird noise with her throat, I'm just giving a special regard to anything happening to her face, her throat, her neck.
Can't tell, she's got a mask on.
Pull the mask off.
Tie her up, take the mask off.
I finish tying her up.
Okay, she wakes up as you try to and struggles against you. So it's going to be against your athletics DC. She makes an athletics check to try and get free. That is going to be a 19 against your athletics DC.
And just to remind, that's my athletics score plus my plus 10. Cool. 23 on my athletics.
She does not get free. You hold her down and you tie her hands behind her back.
No, you don't. Stay there. Right.
So the two of you get to the little...
What's this little door?
You get to the little door. It looks like it was a small
Let's
safe.
have a look.
You look inside it. It is empty.
Because she's got the shard on her. That's what she came in for, and that's what she was going to get out with.
All right.
I flip the mask off.
Under the mask is Brother Carlisle. He has a gag tied around his mouth. He looks terrified.
Take the gag out.
Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I'm not her.
What did she do to
you? She told me to put this robe on and this brace and just stand there.
Where are you?
She's somewhere here. Or she's gone already.
I pat him down for the shard.
You pat him down. You find no shard on his person.
Can anyone detect magic?
Elder, this has got to be on you.
I haven't got it.
Come on.
What was it? What was it? What was the spell they used?
You sleep.
No, that was good. No, I mean, what was the spell that she used on Brother Carlisle?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check to try and work out what was going on.
Anything else? Did you see her in the flesh? Did she speak to you in person?
Yes,
That's a 20 on an Arcana check.
A 20 on an Arcana. Okay. Yes, she came in here and she gave me this brace. She told me to stay here, to sit in the chair, and then to stand up when you came in.
How long ago was that?
About it was about 15 minutes ago.
Which way did she leave?
She went back out the doors.
Back out the way we came.
I had a feeling I thought she was going to come back, but then she never did.
Right. Come on, we need to go. Let's find her.
So, 20 on an Arcana check. There's a few things that could have caused that.
Right.
It could be it wouldn't be a ghost sound. It's too
long.
It's too long for it to be that. It could have been an illusion, but then it would have to have been pre-programmed. It wouldn't have been responding to you. The other option is that she was in the room at the time and was simply invisible.
I relayed that because that was my suspicion. I was like, I think she was invisible and in the room, but she's most likely gone now.
Can I detect magic? Just to see.
Where are you going to detect magic? It's a 30 foot.
Out of the door.
Out the door, yes.
Okay, so you detect magic. You detect a residue of very powerful magic in this room leading out of the door.
Let's go. We run out the doors.
Barks it.
Okay,
we've got to follow that.
Definitely, we're chasing it.
Did she go past me and...
She probably did have done. But if she made a high stealth check...
Yeah.
Are you thinking you would have got a perception check for that?
Yeah, or because we were in the door,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It depends, doesn't it? Because if you sneak up on an enemy, it doesn't get a check to try and realise you passed your... I suppose it's hard. If she rolled like a massive stealth check.
We're chasing her now. She's out. She left when you went...
Can we?
Which wasn't that long ago.
Can I keep detecting magic? It's a cantrip, so can I keep detecting it as we go to follow the trail?
Every while you cast detect magic and you pick up the trail again. Whatever it is you're following, this isn't an invisibility spell. This is something really powerful.
It's the shard.
This is saying really powerful. Yeah. Follow this. Follow me. This way.
All right. So we just keep chasing it. Keep chasing it.
Okay. You get to the. You hear a smash. As you get out of the room, and at the far end, back through the silver doors beyond the golem room, back at the top of the flight of stairs, you see the stained glass window behind the Mask of Razmir just shatter. You see it falling apart. You run through that room, back out the doors, back along the landing, and squeeze around behind the mask. You do a detect magic, and you can see that the trail goes through the air onto the rooftop of the block of buildings across the street. From there, it's about a 15-foot jump.
I thought she had a bad leg.
We chase. Let's go.
Yeah, but she's got the shard. This must be given her.
Shania chases.
Also, she gave her thing to that fella. He had her brace on.
Gone, by the way.
So it is an athletics check to make the jump. The DC is the length of the jump, which is 20 feet. So it's DC 20 athletics check. Shania Rain, what have you got?
29.
29. You hurl yourself across, grab and land on the rooftop of the adjoining building. You are across. Would anyone else like to make a jump?
Yes.
I don't think I can make this.
Okay.
I can't make this.
I don't think I can make this.
I can't make it.
But you have to believe, brother.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think I can jump this far.
Fuck belief.
I mean, if it was an acrobatics check, then I could probably have a bit of a go for it. But as it's athletics, no.
I'm the same as that.
Uh-oh.
It's a 19.
It's a 19. Shit. So now we can have an acrobatics check come in.
To stop yourself from getting really smashed.
So you have just missed it. So you jump 19 feet. So you are just short of it, which means you can make a check to try and grab the ledge. Go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
I would like to spend a danger point on this.
Yeah.
Okay, he's cashing in his points. Give us a point.
1 point for advantage, right?
Yeah.
Cool. 1 to 10, 1 to 19.
Oh,
Nice.
Making that a 28.
Okay, you grab a hold of the ledge and are left dangling for the thing, and gradually begin to pull yourself up.
Part of the reason why I was so
Shania
bullshit
keeps
on
running, by the way.
I'm going
that's
to
fine.
I can't make this.
cash in my hero point as well.
Yes, Fulton. Fulton cashes in.
That is 24.
A 24. Fulton comes thundering through the gap and lands with a crash on the tiles on the other side, smashing several of them under his weight.
I feel like in another version this would have gone horribly wrong.
In a different dimension, Fulton also crashes to his death.
Do you do a superhero landing?
Yeah.
Excellent.
My knees.
Velda and Bubba, you're falling behind, are you? You're going to
I don't know if this was an acrobatics check.
Acrobat,
I'd probably
make
it,
I'm
but
all right.
No for
that's
athletics.
pretty weak.
Athletics
I'm only
is
6
quite
athletics, which means a 14 or above roll.
Yeah.
And even
Yeah.
with a hero point, that's not good odds.
Thank you.
Otherwise,
I'm on
it
a
is
3.
crashy, smashy,
Yeah.
smashy into the floor.
All right, so we're down to just Shania,
I don't have
Caragor,
Featherfall
and
anymore.
Fulton sprinting
So
along
we're chasing
the
down. We
rooftop.
don't have the guy that detects the magic anymore. So.
Lost
Yeah,
your-
right. So you
I would,
could
like
lose.
I would like to try and hunt prey. If not, failing that,
It's a survival check to
survival
track.
check to track. Yeah, I would like to try and having followed her a little bit.
Yeah.
Could have sent back a rope. or
Can I
something.
try and use nature to track at all? or is
No,
that not
survival
really?
is for is your
Oh,
track.
come on, man. That's an 8.
Oh, it's an 8. You lose the trail as you run along the rooftops. You also lose Fulton because the two of you run much faster than Fulton.
I'm going to head back, throw a rope to Bubba.
Okay, you run back and fling a rope across, which Bubba catches.
Will this make it any
So-
easier?
It's just
No,
Shania.
you can, like, if Fulton holds the rope, then Bubba can just swing across and climb up. You don't need a check
Yeah.
for that. That's fine.
I'm going to do
Okay,
that.
Bubby's done that.
And then if I'll
mean,
do
and
that
And
for me
then
as well.
So then, I'll do that with Velda as well while these guys are running ahead.
Okay, Bubba, you pull yourself up onto the side, and you can see Shania and Caragor a little further down on the rooftop.
We
looking
shout
lost.
back to him, Fish Ray!
I detect magic.
Okay, so you run over and you detect magic, and you pick up the trail. It's just on the very edge of your thing. You see it running down the
This
side
way,
of the rooftops towards the docks.
Then, Velda, jump!
Yeah, all right.
Just
I mean,
as-
I'm not
Okay, so
obviously
we-
with the rope.
Yeah.
So we continue chasing
Bowen,
towards...
catch up!
Just as is it Shania and Caragor
Yeah.
a bit ahead?
Shania and Caragor and Bubba are now all
Bubba.
together.
Go,
Just,
look, we'll
just-
catch you up, Velda calls,
Yeah.
because I've got message, so you guys
Yeah,
just
okay.
go.
Just for the second that we were ahead for, Caragor just as Shania and Caragor were running across rooftops together,
Yeah.
Caragor just without looking to the side just goes,
Cop.
Literally, the copy.
And
is the
Shania
Cops
allows
Amendment.
herself a tiny little smile.
In the middle of you, I'm just like,
Sure.
what?
Okay, they are. You catch a. So you catch the trail. It runs down the rooftops, and you chase it down the rooftops along this block. You're on kind of sort of a block of flats, like a residential. Lots of chimney pots around. It's very Assassin's Creed, kind of ducking around them.
Assassino.
Tiles splintering. Yeah, it's random guys with bows. Like, oh no, come be up here. Pushing past stuff and climbing along. Yes, Velda.
Just a comment. As soon as I climb up the rope to meet Fulton, I take off my mask and I throw my robe with disgust over the edge. I'm like, fuck that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Look, darling, a ghost of Rasmir has just broken down.
Okay, you throw the rope. Bubba, go ahead and give me a perception check to keep following this trail, because you're kind of having to stop, cast a spell, cast a spell.
Yeah, it's 26.
26. You see the trail has doubled around back on itself and is moving back along the things back towards the temple.
She's messing with us, man. It's bad this way.
Okay.
God damn it.
We follow.
Fulton, what are you doing at this point after you've helped Velda up?
So I'm just running. I'm running slowly after everyone.
You're running after.
Can I make a perception check to feel if anything's near?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah. Bubble was going to message Velda and just say she's coming back your way.
All
right.
29.
29. You can hear it's hard to tell. You can just hear footsteps on tiles all around you. You think you hear one to your right somewhere. And you look around, there's nobody there.
Can I say something?
Yeah, you can shout out.
Why don't you stop being invisible, Freya, and fight me like a man or woman, depending on whatever.
It's a timeless battle cry.
She immediately surrenders. Okay.
Bubba says she's coming back towards us. I was running along with Fulton.
So
to make him
you're
feel better.
just kind of finishing throwing your robes and stuff down and casting your message spell.
Yes. Oh, Fulton, I'm just coming. I'm just getting naked.
She's going to push you off, isn't she?
I'm wearing my robes underneath, aren't I?
Yeah, you're wearing.
You're not just naked.
Good. Just to check. She'd be like, the ghost of Rasmir. You brute. It's a plump maid.
What a
just
wonderful
cleaning up
dog.
extra litter. Good morning, city. Oh, it's a spindly devil.
Right. What is your armor class, Velda?
Why don't you tell me what your armor class is?
Does a 25.
Smashes me flying. Whatever it is. It's not a critical, it's an 18 is my armor class.
Okay, so it's not quite a critical. So as you're running, suddenly a blade just jams into the side of you out of nowhere. You take 6 points of damage, and it is followed up by an immense force as whoever it is puts their full weight behind a shove. That is a 23 against your athletics DC. Against your fortitude DC, sorry. So it's 10 plus your fortitude score.
No.
Okay.
The paper wizard. That knocks me. It's not a critical.
Okay.
But that beats it.
Okay.
Beating a critical's plus 10 more than
10
it is.
more
Yeah,
than-
no, it's not critical.
Freya Axeborn appears out of thin air right next to you.
Shit.
She is wearing her combat gear. She's taken her robe off, so she's wearing leather armor. She's not wearing a leg brace. She is running at full pelt. She's got a knife in each hand. She jams one of them into you and follows up with her shoulder, knocking you backwards. You sail backwards over the edge. I need you to make an acrobatics check.
I'm going to spend a hero point on this acrobatics check.
Yeah, nice.
First roll was a 4. Second roll was better. It's an 11. That is 19.
19. She shoves you. You fly backwards and just flail, try to grab at anything. You grab a satchel that is hanging on her shoulder and are just teetering there for a moment. She struggles backwards and forwards and then just suddenly wrenches her arm free. The satchel comes free from her shoulder and you tumble down.
I shout,
Velda!
Velda plunges.
Let's
30
hit
feet
the shards
to
in
ground.
there.
Let's hope there's a hay bale underneath.
Velda, you crash to the ground. You take 13 points of damage.
I was going to say, can I make an acrobatics check to try and roll to mitigate damage?
Not from this, because you get tried to grab the ledge.
Okay,
So that's 13 points of damage, and you're prone.
I'm still
all right.
alive.
Yay.
I'm all right.
Okay.
Thank you, Level Up.
I obviously see her, right?
That was Velda's scream that just happened there.
We're going to go back into combat rounds. We'll keep the same initiative that we were on. She's had a go, so we're now going to go with Caragor's go. Caragor, you are currently 60 feet from where, because you've run all the way to the thing, and then before realizing she'd doubled back. And you look back, you just see her appear and knock Velda flying over the ledge, and she looks like she's keeping running.
If I take 60 foot to match her, that would be 2 actions.
Have you got a move of 30? Or 25?
No, it's Pathfinder. It's 25.
Okay.
I'd have to take 3 move actions to pull up in front of her.
Shoot her with an arrow.
Yeah, but it won't stop her from moving.
I'm in front of. Well, where is she turned around to come back towards me, or is she going to go jump back over?
She's now behind. Well, she's got her back to you, all of you, basically.
And it looks like she's going to probably jump back over.
Maybe.
Okay.
She doesn't look like she's running. Excuse me. Doesn't look like she's running back in your direction.
Okay.
Can I take 50 feet of movement towards her?
Yep.
And that's 2 actions.
Yep.
For my 3rd action, I'd like to draw out a Tanglefoot arrow.
Yep.
These are nerfed in Pathfinder 2, but they could still prove useful.
Thank goodness. Go ahead.
It's almost like DMs complained, and they got nerfed because people used to spam them.
Wait.
So you should say something to her as well.
If I only move 25 feet, I still got line of sight on her.
Yeah.
Would I take any penalties for being how far away? No, actually, that's fine. I'd still be within range of the longbow, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
No, longbows massive range.
Yeah. So I'm going to take just the 25 feet.
Yep.
Hunt prey.
Okay.
And then do the Tanglefoot.
Go for it.
Nice.
Oh.
You should do it. Tell her to have a showdown with you.
Yeah.
For old time's sake.
Definitely do that.
Yeah, she's just going to keep running.
Born a
She's
wily,
not-
cunning thief. She won't do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway, because that's the second 2 that I've rolled.
Oh. The arrow sails past her over the edge, falls down, and hits Velda.
I was going to say, hits Velda right in the face.
Not quite a
Gets up. Like, I can't move now.
It flies past, hits the wall of the temple, bursts into covers it in Tanglefoot. Fulton Battlestone. So you are 50 feet away from her because you did not catch up fully to everyone else because you were behind them. So what would you like to do?
I'm 50 feet away.
You're 50 feet away from her because you were all running away from where she ended up being, but you didn't get as far as everyone else was 60 feet. So you're falling behind everyone else the whole time. So you're actually closer to where she's reappeared because you reappeared where you all started. So you are 50 feet away from her.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought I would. Okay. Yeah.
Because you were further behind her, so she's doubled back on herself.
But then why was
she
Velda
doubled
right?
back a hell of a lot
Because
quicker?
Velda hadn't moved.
Yeah, so I basically took all the clothes off and then I was going to run
Okay.
after you. And,
I can't do anything because my speed is 20. So
Okay.
You could keep eyes on her. She's no longer invisible, is she?
She's not.
I mean, I'll run into combat with her, but that's about it.
Okay, you run into
that's still
melee.
something because you've got attack of op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also, and like we need to slow her down. That's the important thing.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
Yeah, I'll
do
just
that.
take 3 actions to run up to her.
Okay.
Velda! Can I see Velda from?
Yeah, shit. Do we think Velda's dead?
When you get to the edge, you can
Yeah.
see just Velda lying on the. You can see Velda lying on the
Is he
stones
moving?
at the bottom. He is moving. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were dead. It sounds like you're okay.
Shania Rain, it's your go.
Okay, I'm
You're
60 feet away from her.
from her. Drop that elemental in
Yeah,
front
that's what I was thinking. I'm
of
just
her
going to drop the
face.
elemental on
Just
her.
to let you know, I looked up. It's 30 feet. The range.
The range. Oh, okay, so you're
the
out of range.
Elemental.
Check the size.
Okay, so can't do that then.
60-foot side throw. I mean, that would be immense. Literally like the Highland Games. Just
All right.
spinning around.
So the range on the elemental thing is 30 feet, right? So I will need to use.
Because it's 3
2
actions.
moves,
But it's
probably.
3 actions. Your scroll is 3 actions.
Yeah, so what I'll do is 2 moves to get, within 10 feet of her, and then take the scroll out, and then I'll do the elemental the next time I get a chance.
Nice go. Okay, Velda, you're on the floor. Everything hurts.
Right.
A guy standing over you.
Okay, are you okay, buddy?
No, you tit!
You just fell out of the sky there.
Fuck off!
No need to be rude, buddy.
At least help me up.
It's like a Canadian from South Park.
Come on, guy.
I was picturing the dude from Avengers Assemble.
Yeah.
You an alien?
Can I see Freya Axeborn?
You can just about see it, yeah.
So I'm going to stand up, brush myself up, and say, I always liked you, Freya. And I cast Acid Arrow at her.
Excellent.
So it is a melee.
It's a range
a range attack.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Oh, come on. Last time I did this, it missed. Come on. Oh, it's not bad. What do I add?
So it's your spell attack modifier. Which you should have there.
Well, that's 20.
No, that's the DC with the attack modifier. We worked this maths out like 2 episodes ago. We worked out this exact thing, and you changed it on the sheet. Have you changed it back?
No, I haven't. No.
You've been watching rat videos while we've been changing it. For goodness sake, right? Go back. Right. So it will be your proficiency bonus.
Yes.
And then your
also 10
key ability modifier. So 10.
10. So that is 24.
24.
Change that on your sheet so that it doesn't happen
I
again.
don't know. I think I tried to, and it still remained a 20. So I'm just going to rub that out. So 24.
You tried to change your 10, and somehow it just came out as a 20.
Hey, look, I've got a magic
Convenient.
character sheet, and it does hoop-de-doo things.
It's a hit.
Yes! Finally, this is my big hit, everybody, or at least it was. Right. She deals 3d8 acid damage.
Nice.
Plus 1d6 persistent acid damage.
Persistent acid damage is nasty.
Ooh, so let me give it in d8s. I've got a d8. I'm going to do a d8.
Don't know my one.
Oh, no. All right, let's give it a try. Let's see what Fulton's d8 does. Oh, it's not bad, actually. Oh, my God, that's quite big. 16 points of acid damage.
Now, the d6, you hold that because that happens on her go. She takes the persistent damage on her go.
But I think...
And then she makes the save to see if she recovers from it. So just remind, at the start of each of her turns, she will take acid damage.
Right. Big hit.
That's really nice. 16.
Bang.
Bang, 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 bang. We all bang, bang.
Acid arrows. Bang, bang. Freya Axeborn.
Bang,
Bang.
bang.
Well, don't. No. Bang. Smash. Smash. Thief.
Oh, you're some kind of wizard, buddy.
I am a wizard and a bloody good one at that.
Please
Hey,
ask him his name.
Martha, this guy's a wizard. This wizard's
Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
just 2 clothed fucking vigilantes go through a building.
I've still got the satchel, haven't I?
You still have the satchel, yes.
Is that an action to put it into my handy haversack, or?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
I wouldn't
So I'm
worry
just-
about
I'm
that.
just- No, that's fine.
Don't worry about that right now. Okay, very good, Velda. Bubba Von Hoops, you're 60 feet away.
Yeah, I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon.
Nice. What's the range on spiritual weapon?
Say again, 120 feet.
120 feet, so
Sweet.
Yeah. So
a
it's fine.
rapier appears out of thin air next to her, starts hovering around.
Do you know what? I believe with spiritual weapon, you pick it apart from your alignment. Is that right?
That's right.
I
Yeah,
thought
so-
it was your god's weapon.
It's your god's weapon. It is a rapier.
Oh, it's a rapier.
Yeah, okay,
Caden,
yes.
Cadian, yeah. So
Caden Calian.
Nice.
Um,
a rapier's a classic, isn't it?
I imagine
Bedknobs and
Caden
broomsticks.
like appearing in the you know.
I feel like it should be a
just
tankard. I feel like it should be but he's like the musketeer. He's like Porthos.
Yeah.
So
And he's like, here we go. That's how he speaks.
a
Apparently.
drunken-looking rapier starts dancing around her.
It's a spiritual weapon.
So you can go ahead and make a
So
attack with it.
spiritual.
So I make a little attack with like my rapier, don't I?
I like it because I use this against the dragon. No, I could just a little sword going.
First attack is a 15.
15 ain't no good.
Yeah, let's try again.
Can you attack multiple times with the spiritual weapon, or is it just
I think you can. No.
It's one, I think, because it's 2 actions to cast it.
It's 2 actions to cast it, and then one. Yeah, you're right.
But there's no point doing. I think the advantage is you can kind of you could keep using it to attack her at range. But the other thing is you could attack it once at high base attack bonus, and then attack with your own rapier, and that would be at the full base attack bonus as well.
And then on my next go, it only takes 1 action to sustain it, and then I can do 2 attacks, can't I?
I think that is correct.
Cool. All right.
So you've got there's a rapier dancing around her. It is her go.
Right, acid damage.
So go ahead and roll a d6 acid damage.
Oh, she takes... that is a 6.
Takes 6 points of acid damage. Oh, no.
Melt!
So she goes ahead. Having taken that, she makes a flat DC 15 flat check. Fails. She's going to take more acid damage.
Melty!
She's covered in acid. Burning.
I'm literally... This is what Velda's saying in the alleyway.
Melt!
So she is going to
push me off a building.
She tries to. She attacks Fulton first of all. She's using a 2-action attack. Does a 23 hit you?
My armor class is 23.
Oh, it hits exactly. So you take 9 points of damage. She hits you with one of her blades. And I need you to make a. Oh no! She gets to make a roll against your Fortitude DC.
23.
23. You're still on your feet. She spends 2 actions and just hefts you with her shoulder, trying to knock you off your feet and tries to kick your legs out as you do. But you just stand like a rock. It's dwarven sturdiness. You do not fall down. She's going to try and stab you again. Second attack. So a total of 25.
Oh, yeah.
Dealing 8 points of damage. She stabs you again.
Do I have to make another thing or not?
Nope. She only got 1 action. Yeah. So she can't knock you down with this. That's her go. It's Caragor's go.
She stopped to fight Fulton then, didn't she?
She did. She tried to knock Fulton over, failed, and carried on fighting him.
She's not moved forward 60 foot, has she?
She has not.
She's still within range of my arrows.
Yep.
I'm gonna take 1 move towards her, so it narrows down the range a little bit.
Okay.
The 25 off the previous. She was 35 feet away from me. Oh no, I don't need to do that.
You got a longbow.
Yeah. I can just stay where I am.
Do you get a negative for fighting into melee though? Melee. No, that's no.
Only if Fulton is standing directly in between, then she would get cover, but he's not.
Or I could just charge her, bull rush her to the ground, and grapple her. As opposed to, I'm trying to tanglefoot arrow her to make sure she can't move, but I can just shortcut that by using myself as a tanglefoot arrow.
Well, you could do.
She's stopped at the moment, so this is our chance to catch up.
Caragor levels his head, ducks his shoulders, and slowly, and then fast, builds up and just pole axes her across the roof.
Attempt to shove. You attempt to shove her. So
grapple.
Down.
Rugby tackle, right?
Yeah.
You're holding on to her when you do
to
it.
Spear tackle.
You want to
her
knock her to the ground, and then you want to grapple her when she's on the ground.
Yeah, well, you
as
grapple
you
by,
go, like a rugby tackle.
when you do a rugby.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you talking about mechanics in Pathfinder?
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay. Come on, now would be the time, dice. Yeah, fucking damn right. 30.
A 30 against her Fortitude DC.
Thanks, dice.
Yeah, that's going to get it. You knock her. Just gets her. You knock her to the ground, and now I need another athletics check to try and grapple her. So she's on the ground, and now if you want to hold her while she's on, to keep a hold of her once she's on the ground.
Yeah, I knew if I was forced to make that check again, that I wouldn't come up with the same numbers. 17.
17. That doesn't get her. So she's not grappled, but she's on the floor, and I'm going to make her make an acrobatics check to not slip on the edge. I think that is fair, given how close she is to it. Fortunately, her reflex is crazy high, so she hangs in there. So what effectively has happened is you've knocked her to the ground and then tried to grab her, but she's wriggling out from underneath you, so you're not getting a solid grip on her. So she's not mechanically grappled, but she is prone.
So how many actions did that take me?
That took you 3 actions. 1 action to move over to her, 1 action to shove her to the ground, and 1 action to try and hold her while she was on the ground.
Okay.
I mean, Velda's secretly relieved she didn't fall down into the alleyway. I'm sorry about the acid.
Hidden blade.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Fulton Battlestone. She's on the ground. What's the plan? It's your go.
Oh. I am going to hit her with my great axe.
Of course you are.
Because I don't think it will kill her, so why not?
Yeah, might as well get a few hits in.
Oh, yeah.
Is this power attack or regular?
No, just for regular.
Okay.
That is a 29.
29 is a hit. It's not quite a critical hit.
Okay, where is my D?
So it's one away from a critical hit.
D12?
That's a D12.
Yeah.
I like how you're using both dice traits.
Yeah.
now
as well.
Earlier on, he's using none. Now he's using.
Yeah, he's just spreading out.
8 points of damage.
8
for
points.
the first one.
8 points of damage for the first attack.
And then I'm going to go for the second attack.
Okay.
I should have just done a power attack, but oh well. Yeah! That's -5, isn't it?
-5.
I get 14 plus 10, 24.
That is a hit.
-5.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah,
That was with -5, is it?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's prone.
Fighters, bro.
9.
9 points of damage. All right. What you doing with your final action? You go for that? Go for that fumble? Go for that natty 20?
Natural 20. Go on.
Yeah, go on. I'll try one more.
All right.
Ooh.
Or not. Well, what is it? -10, isn't
Minus
it?
10.
So,
Yeah, no.
20.
A 20. That's a hit.
My like to hit is 15 now.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh my god. The last one's a doozy.
16.
16
Flipping
points
heck.
of damage.
I mean, you've almost killed us.
Well, I didn't realise.
Wow.
Yeah, but I thought, oh, well.
Are
Cool.
we wanted a question.
You are. So
I mean,
Paragon knocks her to the
we
ground
need
and
to
Fulton
find
just
the shard.
unloads
It's probably on her anyway.
hitting her with the axe over and over as she screams.
She's not dead, right?
No, she's not dead. Shania Rain, do you want, what are you going to do?
well, I summoned the golem to hold her down.
Okay, you summon an elemental. What kind of elemental? What element?
Well,
don't say
I mean-
heart, or I will kick you off this podcast.
What? Say what?
Don't say heart. No, which golem? It's an element. What kind of? It's a
Rock element or
rock elemental.
Is that Does that work?
Yep.
Rock elemental.
It just falls through the ceiling of the house.
Caragor goes through as well.
The rock appears.
Yes. That's exactly
Made
what I
of
wanted.
rock.
If you smell.
I just want him to hold her down, to hold her down.
Okay, he goes ahead and tries to grapple her, and the rock piles on top of her and grabs her in place. The rock has. She is now pinned down underneath the rock. Velda, what do you want to do?
I mean, I'm presuming that we're trying to capture her alive, and the only thing I've got left is magic missile, really, or something else that would damage her.
Why don't you check what's in there?
I'm going to check what's in the little satchel, just out of interest. Going to just flip open the satchel and have a little look.
You open the satchel, have a look inside. Inside is what appears to be a broken piece of mirror.
We've got the shard.
Shard.
I just sort of gingerly put it back in the satchel. I think.
This could be the moment where James just turns evil.
I cackle and fly up into the air and zoom off.
After all, why shouldn't I keep it?
It's my bit of broken mirror. I sort of look at myself in the mirror and go, and then I put it back in the pouch and I put that in the handy haversack. And then...
I was always kind of imagining that when we found it, it'd just be like one of those toy novelty things of the shard.
And I message Bubba.
Okay.
And I say, is she captured yet? Or is she dead?
I mean, she's on the floor. There's a big, the rock has just appeared. I smell what he's cooking. He's holding her down. But we haven't really, got to that bit where we're absolutely sure just yet. Over.
I thought he said it wasn't over. And that's fine. Okay.
All right, okay. It is Bubba's go. Bubba, what do you want to do?
The sword is still flinging around in the air.
Yeah.
Is there any chance I can just command it just to go up to Freya's throat and just kind of...
Yeah, you have that control. You can make it do that if you don't want it to attack her.
Sick. Okay, so I just want to hold it against her throat, and I'll say, all right, we got you now. You might as well just lay still, Axeborn.
I like the Bubba who's basically doing this from 60 feet away.
Yeah, right.
Top, just
I
holding
imagine
an empty hand with the
I
deck
imagine that
and the
he's
sword.
been walking since. So I guess he's 30
controlling
feet
this
away.
sword with one hand as you approach her, which means it's her go. The first thing that happens is she takes D6 acid. She takes acid damage.
3. Oh, can I ready an action to stab her in? Because I've got one action left.
To stab her if she...
stab her in the shoulder.
Yeah.
Or something.
3 points of acid damage.
3 points of acid.
Yeah, just the shoulder.
Starts melting from the acid. She's just screaming from the acid. She fails the flat check. She still takes acid.
What is she looking
She
like?
needs to back down right now.
Yeah. What does she look like?
Yeah, kind of green.
No, but I mean, as in damage-wise.
Oh, she is covered in acid and has been hacked up with the axe. She's just
Okay,
covered
so she
in blood.
might die soon.
She might.
And, and she's been held down by the rock made of rock.
Yeah.
And Caragor, I assume, is still, pretty close to her.
Says, you can't stop it. You don't even know what it is. You're gonna destroy everything. She fumbles in her pouch, and you see her taking out a flask, which she crushes in her hand. As around her, Caragor, Fulton, and the rock monster all standing over her. Bubba on the side of it. You see them just all explode.
Oh, whoa.
And that's where we leave it for tonight. Is your name Podcast Queen in Australia or Matt Duckett here in the UK? Then thank you both very much for those amazing 5-star reviews that you've left us on iTunes. We really appreciate it. Matt, #Team Philippe. I am all about that. You know that. I love that monkey. If you want a shout out at the end of the show, it's real simple. Just scroll down your phone, give us 5 stars, leave us a review. That really helps us grow, helps people find this show, and I will try and shout you out at the end of an episode. I don't know how long we're going to be able to keep doing it for because we're getting a lot of reviews now, but I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. So get those reviews in and I'll shout your name out. Have a great week, guys.
Crisis for the geek kind. Top geek officials admit they underestimated the hipsters' defense capability. Join the geek revolution and save the galaxy. Geeks from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future. They're doing their part. Are you? Want to know more? Join Weeby Geeks and the Geek Revolution and save the world. Service guarantees citizenship. Listen to Weeby Geeks podcast on iTunes and Stitcher or online at WeebyGeeks.net. Weeby Geeks, your voice for the Geek Revolution. Want to know more?